Hey everyone, Michael here from the Daily Note. Today I have a different type of video. I want to show you how the TV, also known as DMB, works on Samsung Galaxy devices in certain countries. I first saw this technology almost 10 years ago in the US because my roommate at the time was involved in trying to bring this technology to the US. As you might have noticed, it didn't happen, but he showed me an imported flip phone with a retractable antenna. I was dying to see it in action. Unfortunately, when you're out of the country, it doesn't work. So this is what this video is for. I'm sure many of you have seen Samsung Galaxy devices that look just like yours but with a TV antenna. And if you share that curiosity to know everything about it, here you go. So let's get started. First, I want to show you the Start by Antenna feature. When you go to Menu and select DMB Auto Start by Antenna and turn it on, even when the screen is off, if you pull the antenna out, it will notice start the TV app called DMB. And when you put the antenna back in, it knows that you want to quit the TV app. Let's look at some of the other features on here. The search area just chooses the scope of the channel frequency scan. Sound Alive is the same feature that you'll see on the default music player that adds acoustic effects to the audio. It only works with earphones plugged in. The DMB Auto Off feature is a timer that you can enable to turn off the app after a certain amount of time. And the last item, Start Smart DMB, we'll come back to in just a minute. Next, let's look at the touch gestures for this app. Just like the stock video player app, you can drag up and down on the sides to adjust volume and brightness. You can swipe left and right to change channels to the channels indicated here. Here's an interesting feature. You can record what you're watching by choosing this option. Press stop when you're done. You can also change the aspect ratios. There are buttons to change the channel and volume if gestures is not your thing. This feature will let you do pop-up video. As expected, you can pinch to adjust sizes, tap to close it, or you can double tap to go back to the app. This button will take 3 screen grabs and you can choose which of the 3 you want to save. And this button here will give you a channel list and a list of your recordings. You can alternatively just go back to horizontal mode and this list will always be there. For this free broadcast TV service specifically for mobile devices, there are 14 channels and 5 radio stations. One interesting thing about this app is that when you push the power button, it just locks the power screen and it prevents you from changing channels or exiting the app due to an accidental home or power button press or a touch to the screen. Now let's go back to this. Let's select Start Smart DMB and it actually just starts up another TV viewing app. It mostly has the same features, however, one is not better than the other. One huge benefit for using this app is that it has this button that works on some channels, which bumps the resolution from 240p to 480p. It is certainly higher resolution, however, it is still heavily compressed, and you do have to enable it every time. Another useful feature is this really nice channel guide, and if you select a program that has not started airing yet, you can set reminders and you will get a notification when the show is about to air. Here's another interesting feature. When you enable this, it will open the web address that this program is linked to. It could be anything from a website or an ad, or on certain shopping channels they give you a link to buy the item on the screen. And last, this button will let you take a snapshot of what's on the screen and you can share a comment which everyone using this app can see. So aside from the lack of the recording feature, no pop-up video and the inclusion of ads, this DMB app is definitely better. Just a couple of notes, it used to be in the past to use this DMB feature, you needed to have cellular service or the TV app would just close, but this is no longer a requirement. If you have an old Korean Galaxy with the latest firmware and you find yourself in Korea, it should just work. If you're wondering where this technology is headed, take into consideration the Galaxy S5. It is the first Galaxy device to come without a TV antenna. People are saying it is probably due to Samsung wanting to keep the device water resistant or IP67 compatible. However, how it gets around that is that it uses earphones plugged in through the headphone jack as the antenna, and from what I hear, it seems to work just fine. And most likely that is the way this technology will present itself on the Galaxy Note 4 and all Galaxy devices from now on. So that's about it for today. I hope I have answered just about any curiosity you may have had with the TV antenna and your Samsung Galaxy device. For more videos on the Galaxy Note, make sure you check out my channel and subscribe for more upcoming videos. And as always, thank you for watching.